elastic. What if your lungs aren't elastic? You're not going to be able to inflate them very well, and they won't recoil very well. So if you have, say, fibrous changes or scar tissue in the lungs, that could influence it. All of those things are, let's say, pathological situations that influence this. So you could diagnose all kinds of things. You know, if you have a respiratory problem, you go to a pulmonologist, do some spirometry workup on you. We're gonna do one measurement today. They'll do a whole bunch of different measurements and try to diagnose what's going on. As far as everyday things, like let's say we compare 100 healthy people. They're working just fine, but not everybody has the exact same lung capacity. What variables influence, my lung capacity versus yours, assuming we're both healthy and not in a pathological state? Do you think everybody in here has the same exact lung volume? No. What are some of the things that might correlate to some people out larger, some people out smaller?
How often do you use them?
Yeah, what's your exercise status? Yeah, if you aerobically exercise regularly, probably going to have a higher vital capacity than somebody that doesn't exercise as much. Doesn't mean that person that has the lower volume is like sick. It just means they're maybe not as healthy as they could be. But it's not a pathology. What else? Height. Do you think taller people have larger lungs than shorter people? Maybe some people are nodding yes. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to do some numbers today and test that hypothesis. Whichever way if you say yes or no, either way we can test your hypothesis. Gender, age, are you a smoker or not? All those things, presumably could influence lung capacity. And you probably think of a million more, right? So what we'll do today is I'll show you how to measure what's called your forced vital capacity. I'll ask you to measure it on your own, just sitting here or standing here at rest. You're going to stand up when you do it. At rest. And then, for anybody that wants to, about half the people in yesterday's class did, exercise until you're winded. And then check it again while you're still winded. See if that made it go up or down. You can hypothesize in your mind, hey, I think that's going to make it go up. No, I think it's going to make it go down. No, I think it's not going to influence it. Whatever, we'll test it. And I'm going to ask each person to report in. I'm going to have a spreadsheet open. It's the same one that we used yesterday. I'll just have you guys continue on today with yours, and we'll pool yesterday and today's data into one giant set. And, I'm sorry, I thought I had that turned off. No, I haven't turned it off. So we'll pool it all, and we'll have, I think we had 16 people yesterday, and however many people, so 30-something people going on here. And I'll show you how to do some statistics on the data that we collect and say, oh yeah, height really does influence it, but whatever, some other factor doesn't. We've got a list of factors here. Okay. So after you've taken your measurements, I'm going to ask you to report in. You don't have to put your name on it or anything. It's just filling across. It'll be height, gender, are you a smoker or not? Just write yes or no. Age, the measurements that you got before exercise. If you do exercise, the measurement that you got after exercise. And one other thing, you're expected. Now on the table on page, I think it's 34, 35. It's two tables there. Or maybe it's later than that, 36. There's two, yeah, what page is that? Thank you, page 36. There's two tables there, male and female. What I'm going to ask you to do is find as close as you can to where you fit there. So your height in inches, and then your age. Notice it only goes by even numbers. So if you're 19, find your height, and then find your value for 18 and 20, and then average them, and that's what it is for 19. That you can figure out. If you're an odd number of years old, you can just average the two around it. For height, find the one that's as close to your height as possible, and then find the table that's the right one for you. That's going to be your expected. This is just the result of some massive study that was done a zillion years ago, where they took a whole bunch of healthy people, measured their forced vital capacities, and averaged them and put them out there. So we're going to compare ourselves as a group to that group. And by the end of this, we'll say, oh, our vital capacity on average is greater than them, or it's less than them, or it's the same as them. But when I say expected, when I ask you to fill in your expected on this table up here, it's the number you got off there. Okay? The values that you see there are in milliliters, which is the same as cubic centimeters. cc's and milliliters, the same thing. So if you're wondering what the numbers are, it's that. And that means now I have to show you how to measure this. So like I said, there's a lot of things you can measure using spirometric techniques. If you look in the intro in this lab exercise, you can see there's things like tidal volume. Tidal volume is how much volume am I moving in and out of my lungs each time I inhale and exhale, just restfully, just sitting here. I inhale, I exhale. I'm not forcing air in and out. I'm not exercising. Just that's my tidal volume. Your minute volume is that number times the number of times you breathe. In other words, it's how much air do you move in and out of your lungs per minute. So if I inhale and exhale 12 times a minute, and I know my tidal volume, I just multiply those by together to become a minute volume. There's a bunch of things you can measure. The one that we're going to focus on is what's called the forced vital capacity, or FVC. Forced vital capacity is defined as the maximum amount of air that can be forcibly expired after maximal inspiration, which means take as deep a breath in as you possibly can and force as much air out as you possibly can. The volume of air you just forced out is your forced vital capacity. There's still residual volume. You can't force out all the air out of your lungs. It's impossible. There's always residual volume, unless you have collapsed lungs, in which case you're going to die. There's always residual volume in those lungs. There are ways to measure that. It requires equipment that we don't have here. But you know, if you didn't have residual volume, the lungs would collapse. It happened, obviously. So your forced vital capacity, there's a million things that influence it. We just named a whole bunch of them. So let's measure it and see what we get. To measure it is pretty easy. We're going to use these plain old spirometers here. They're not complicated at all. There's just a little device in here that spins around when you blow through here, and there's a dial that tells you how much air, the volume of air, you just forced through here. It's important to keep this upright when you use it, because when you turn on the side, the thing isn't going to spin as freely, so you want this to be upright. There's a little windmill thing in there. You're going to take a disposable mouthpiece. There's plastic ones and there's cardboard ones. You can use either one. Don't put your mouth right on it. Put it on there. You're going to be standing, first of all, because if you're sitting, things are collapsed here and you're not going to get as deep a breath. So you want to be standing up, and you want to loosen up the muscles of your chest wall. You want to inhale and exhale deeply a few times. The warmer these intercostal muscles and abdominal muscles are, the more you can expand your thoracic cavity, the more air you can take in. So, you know, take a few deep breaths in and out, really get psyched up for it. Inhale as deeply as you can, hold your nose, because you don't want to subconsciously exhale through your nose, because you won't be capturing it and measuring it. You want it all to go through your mouth into this stem. So you turn this until it says 0, you hold it upright, you know, I didn't take a very deep breath in. I got a terrible reading. I just got 400. That's not terribly good, but whatever. I got to look up what my expected is. Probably a little higher than that, but whatever. So you want to do that 3 times, and there's a place to record it on whatever. There's a table in the book to record it. Measurement 1, 2, and 3 for forced vital capacity, and then average. You're probably going to see it go up a little bit each time because you get a little looser each time. So that's it. That's all there is to it. So everybody should measure a few times, take an average. If you want to exercise, great. Do it to the point where you're winded, you know, where you're breathing heavily. If you don't, it's not that big a deal. So do some burpees or run up and down the stair. Whatever is going to get you breathing heavily. Try it again 3 times while you're still breathing. You know, don't wait 10 minutes and then do it again. Try it right away. See what you get. See if it went up or down. And then report in on the table that I will open up on the computer up here. Give me your background information. I'm also going to collect, this sounds weird, but the first letter of your last name. there's a reason why I'm doing that. I will show you later. Do you suspect that the first letter of your last name influences your forced vital capacity? Probably not, right? Well, we're going to do some statistics just to find out if that's really true, because you can say that it doesn't, but if I say prove it, and you don't have the numbers, then you didn't prove anything. You just randomly claimed something and you don't have any evidence for it. So if you don't believe that the first letter of your last name correlates to your vital capacity, you better be able to demonstrate it. But we can do statistics and demonstrate that. So we will. Okay. So there's 6 of these up here. There's lots of mouthpieces. You got the tables to look up your expecteds. So take some time, do this, report in when you have some numbers, and once everybody's reported in, we'll do some statistics. When you're done with these, they can just get chucked out in the regular trash. Okay? They're all yours. Let me know if you got a question.
You're gonna go first since you're not sick. You're gonna go second since you're kind of sick. I'm gonna go last because I'm getting sick. Oh, do we have some? Can we just move into the table? Yeah, we're gonna do it over here. I don't want to do this. Say hi. It's so gross. Is it good for you? What about us?
So you're going to use a different mouthpiece.
What?
You're just going to use a different mouthpiece.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's why I don't get it.
No, the mouth.
Oh, because I didn't get you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, one thing, it's hard to do this, but not impossible. So I'll just warn you ahead of time. If you push so fast through there, it's possible to outstrip the spinning of the thing. So don't try to push. You know, it doesn't matter how fast you push the air in, just that you empty your lungs as much as possible. So don't be concerned with, oh my God, I have to push all out in 2 seconds. No, just slow and steady. Just make sure you force as much as you can out of there. It's like if anybody's ever done those body fat tests where they submerge you in the water and you have to empty your lungs as much as you can, otherwise the air looks like body fat. And it's like that. You gotta push. It's like painful to push all that air out, and then they sink you in the water. Oh, okay. Good luck. Okay.
Could be playing here and stronger. Maybe one of us should watch it as you're doing it.
You're supposed to hold it upright.
Yeah, you're doing everything, Ryan. I'm too short. Just prepare yourself.
What is your expected? What's your expected? Loosen up a few more times and see if it changes.
It was a very good score.
Are you okay? How are you, John?
Yesterday,
Are you a
I'm
smoker,
color
John?
coding the classes so you can be competitive and you can see if you have a higher vital capacity than yesterday's class. They were blue. What color do you guys want to be?
Red.
You're
Red?
worse,
Okay.
you're worse than a 72-year-old that's 59.8 inches.
It didn't spin for one time I was breathing.
We're red, yes.
You need to practice a little.
Orange extra credit. I mean,
Okay, now it's spinning. It wasn't moving at first. Okay.
You got this. Warm it up, that's it. Get loose. Homer.
I'm looking at like, is this like an reaction? She just stopped like halfway. What happened?
Dude, it's gonna suck for me because I can't breathe. I can hear it moving.
That's what.
Yeah, that's good. How old are you? I mean, how tall are you?
5'10".
How much is that in inches? That's close. That's close to 69 inches. Yeah. Oh, look, you're a little above average. Go you. Apparently, you're about 20 years old? Just about? 22? That's it. Makes you see.
Gradually asphyxiate myself. I feel like just do all
Oh
three
no,
trials.
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. You ready to
Now
take
that
trial?
I'm in the process.
Go ahead. Oh, talking of noise, maybe there's some air going through there too.
Is there more options?
Are you getting lightheaded yet?
Not yet.
45,
Close there.
44 and a half. Look at that. Close. Progress.
Real quick, I don't have mine. I just want to see what my expected is. I don't remember.
Oh, you're looking at that
I'm going to see if I can anywhere close, which I probably didn't. What did I say it was 34?
Anyways,
So I should be
40.
30. I should be in the 37s.
Apparently John was like 72 before.
You had 7,200
No,
mLs, or you're 72 years old?
40 years old.
You're 70. We can extrapolate out to the 80s. I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't spinning when I first flew in.
Oh,
so-
okay. It was stuck or something. Oh, yeah. If you just give it a little tap, if it's not moving.
I'm probably going to be like, 70.
Yeah, if you want to measure, you don't have to just know what to measure it. You
Was.
hold your nose and just.
And then they had one, what was that, last week?
Disinfect that.
You first.
1 minute. Just breathe in through your
Because
nose, out through your mouth.
I really feel like
And count the number of times you breathe in and out. Divide the volume by the number of times. And if you just do it once, it's not that.
You hurt yourself already.
Does it reset or anything?
Now it's gonna screw up the no, kidding.
You're gonna get
Sorry.
some.
Oh. You do it.
You gotta learn how to go.
You're not helping me at all.
That was really good.
Expected was 32. 50.
That's it?
Oh, yeah, if you're asthmatic, it's going to make you.
Wait, I don't think it moves.
Oh,
You gotta move it to 0. Did I
Like that too.
overspin it?
yeah. We have one asthmatic.
Blow into it, make sure you hear it moving.
I did hear it.
But
Make
you
sure
only
it's
hear
at
it towards
0.
the end.
Make sure it's at 0.
But, yeah. if
No,
you're
you gotta
asthmatic-
turn it to the
Oh my god.
You actually turn the dial.
While you're
See
doing it.
how it moves? So you want it to start at 0, blow into it, make sure it's moving.
I'm sorry.
So it's not moving. You'll hear it.
I got the 6 stats.
Now, if you don't do all of your rescue guy now and with that thing.
That was going really hard.
Don't do it, but
I'm pretty dizzy now.
after 2
Take another reading if you want.
Alright.
you would be, sure, especially.
20 something.
You want to make sure it was working first.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So go back
So
to 0.
you can turn it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you're getting,
Can I check this out?
See, I got
She doesn't know how to work it.
Oh, but you're such a pro. I'll leave it to you, don't worry. You have no competition over here.
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna go there. I don't wanna know.
Oh god.
I'll share. If you do, I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm gonna make another comment about your blowing skills. Just be ready. Just warning you.
I got What's my expected? I don't want to.
A hell of a lot more than that.
Let me do it again.
Yeah, that's it. If you play a wind instrument, you're gonna have a huge difference. 6,000, and what you're expecting? Your expected was not even close to 6,000.
Like,
expected around 40.
Yeah. So you just like destroyed your expected because you play a trumpet. There you go. Okay. Yeah.
go ahead.
You probably exercise a lot, and or play a wind instrument. Really? Okay. Then you are fortunate to have expansible lungs, and you probably don't smoke and are probably not asthmatic. It's all good stuff, man.
Nice.
Some of it's just genetic predisposition and just what do you do with your lungs regularly. You know, if you do like interval training or things where you're gonna, punctuated rapid, lung activity,
You got this.
that's good for you. Yeah.
You gotta do it 3 times. We already done it like 5.
Oh yeah, bring one with you, and then you can do it right when you stop. Oh.
What's the time on it?
Alright, I'm just.
They took the other one, or you have? I guess I'm just
Okay.
So it should be about 7 inches. So then I would do
69.3, 71.7.
You got kettlebells back there. Can we want some kettlebell swings? Come on, kettlebells are great.
Alright, that was. Is there an extra cap? Or is that yours?
No, my cap's still.
Do you smoke?
Do
Are you
I even have fun?
Yeah, if you're asthmatic, it's not. But you're not going to get that's normal for an
You
asthmatic.
better hurry the fuck up, 'cause I still gotta do work.
I don't want to work now.
Like 50,000 steps.
I only got up to 30.
Sorry, I didn't have a lot.
I feel like I'm gonna
Take
pass
your-
out. Oh, I don't want that.
No,
Do you know what your expected is already?
between those two.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Make sure it's moving first before you start doing all that. Just blow into it. Alright, it's fine. Because it wasn't moving at first. Other way. Zero.
I think I'm gonna do burpees now. That's not a good idea. Are you guys doing that?
Let's do the stairs.
49.
Do a couple rounds of stairs.
Wait.
I mean, I'll be back pretty quickly.
Sure, that'll do it.
Dude, that's horrible.
Wait, can I use the pumpkin jacks? Wait, I didn't really think this did because I'm a pro.
Oh my god, that's 24.
Where?
That's 24, I hit 26.
Hey, how old are you again?
I don't know.
You don't know how old you are?
Oh, 23. Really bad, right?
After you said that, oh god. After you said about down being on, they're like, let's go. And I thought they were going down there. And
Wait,
because I can see a car, I'm like, I have things to do. I'm not going over there.
Oh, my name doesn't come up in that. That's security.
Well,
Yeah. Don't go there, because it's haunted. I should have said it that way, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably stuff like that.
Yeah. So this is just like this whole thing.
Okay, now it's moving.
This looks familiar.
You don't hear it?
I wonder if the beds are still down there.
I thought you looked. There was a bunch of them still there. I don't know if they left them or if
Dude, that one sucked. Because it was moving at first.
Did I get the key on mine?
You ever find anything
Yeah.
on John Beats?
Yeah.
You almost done.
We see you on headlines like
I know, yeah, that's like stealing, yeah. Museum. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, that one was decent-ish.
In the college, that's just what they like to see.
Better.
Step down.
No.
You're too
Step up.
close to me. Maybe sickness doesn't really have a lot to do with it.
How do I find my... Oh, I need to average it out, don't I?
I'll follow that when you're done. Okay, I'm gonna get down now.
That one was really bad. Wait, how do I need to...
What if I don't get tired from doing burpees?
I have to... Don't I have to do something? What's my expected?
Exercise.
What's my expected shit? Oh, it's up here.
Okay, no. My tummy's showing. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be back, right? Are you gonna do it too?
55? Oh, I need to average out. I need to calculate. Shit.
How is it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Come on, it'll be fun.
No.
Do it.
I can't breathe.
I want to do myself. Come on.
Nope.
It'll be fun. I thought you guys were so good.
That hurt.
You're right.
Oh shit, I have to do 3 I like this desire.
The title volume is... We have to divide by...
I think it's... You figured out how to do too.
I have to put this in though, right? Okay, mine, I'm a female. I don't know why I did that. I'm over here.
Are you guys done, or are you...
Almost.
exercising?
29.65. Alright, how do
They started bitching at me about it. I was like, I let you know about this shit before you hired me. Oh, yeah. I'd rather not have it. You have the around 9 where you can go 55, basically the whole way until it drops to like 45. But you have once every so often. Or you can go to 9/11
Oh, wait, that's fine.
It's hell. And makes sense though. That's wonderful. I mean, it's normally after that. Yeah. Go. My friend. Yeah.
That's just a little piece of like collagen. Collagen is tissue. It can't actually shock. So kind of block. That's why you need to
I know when I started, my stomach goes down, I had it for months and months and months and months. Like, buy a whole new wardrobe, no.
Maria, I'm borrowing your outfit. We have to do that? Just the average?
Average for the bowl, for your resting and for your
Over here, or, and you get water down.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm usually up till 6, and I'm like rising up. That's the problem. I have horrible
There could be, but.
I thought it was only 30 or
Like,
I didn't even do anything. I was fucking